to you all. Now today is National Women's Enterprise Day, so we're continuing with our stories about women in business. And we know that women get into business for a variety of different reasons, but very often it's pure and simple economics. And that was certainly the case for our next entrepreneur, who, following her marriage breakup, put on her thinking cap to find a way to best utilise her talents.
It's another busy day for Sarah Gornall at her beloved Kilcolman Rectory country house in Enniskeane, about an hour west from Cork City. This is not just her home, it's also her business, and the whole concept came together due to not so happy circumstances.
I'd been living in Castle Townsend for a good few years in a lovely house, and I had a life there, and sadly my marriage fell apart. And so when we sold the house, I then rented a house nearby in Castle Townsend and then looked for a house. I looked for a house for a long time and came here. And I didn't know the area at all. So that was very lucky, and the house lends itself to everything that I want to do here. I like cooking and gardening, and I had a background in interior design as well. So I thought I could amalgamate my interests and passions, and so this house, again, it just lends itself. It's big enough for me to do something with. The first time I saw Kilcolman Rectory, it had an enormous impact on me because it was much bigger than I had expected, and so I knew that this was the house for me. Very importantly, I wanted to provide a home, a really nice, welcoming, warm home for my girls. When people come and stay here, I think the main thing is they really want to relax. Life is very hectic, and they can go for walks and just enjoy the peace and quiet, which is, it's pretty rare. You don't hear cars or boats or trains or anything, so they really like that. And then if they'd like to, they eat out. Otherwise, I do the home cooking here, and so they can book a little dinner here if they'd like to.
And this is no ordinary cooking. Sarah takes enormous pride in what she serves to her guests.
I must use local ingredients because that's, what I believe in. And I have fabulous local suppliers, which are marvellous. And then I grow vegetables and fruit in the garden. For breakfast, I like to do quite quirky things. I don't want to do the run-of-the-mill, and I like people very much to help themselves too. I don't pile it on their plates. And so I have a hot side and then a cold side. And I have beautiful yogurts and fruit out of the garden, and then fresh eggs and ham and sausages and sometimes kippers or kedgeree, that sort of thing. And serve it beautifully on lovely, local ceramics.
And it's not just in the food department that Sarah spoils her guests.
I have 4 double bedrooms, and they're very nicely decorated, and they have beautiful views, over the grounds. And again, they're very peaceful and quiet. They're all individual in characteristics, really, because they have different colouring, and some have, sofas and armchairs with pull-up stools, which is quite nice, so people can relax, read a newspaper, read a book. There's plenty of room.
Sarah's only up and running with her business about a year, and despite the economic downturn, it's going pretty well.
This has been very good, and word of mouth has been good, and there are always people who will like and appreciate the real refinement here, the attention to the detail, and, the slow pace of everything. And I don't have an enormous workforce, so it's really just me doing it. And so my overheads are lower than other people's. Well, it's not a hobby, so it is very much a business venture. And, it costs quite a lot to keep it, in this immaculate condition, really, which I enjoy and people appreciate. So I have started to do weddings.
A lot of hard work for Sarah, but you won't hear this lady complain.
I enjoy it. I absolutely love it. I love what I'm doing here. and I love the people who come here. And I do work hard, but I'm thoroughly enjoying all my passions.